Alright, we're on iRacing, getting ready to jump in an official race for the Draft Masters Series this week. It's at Daytona in the SRX cars. This is going to be a strength of field 2.0K. Only 15 entries. Previous race had 22. That's a little disappointing. Car number 8. Yeah, kind of disappointing. We'll see how many. There must be a multiple. I think there was 40 some. So that's there's probably 3 splits. All with like only 15 to 20 cars. So our goal is to qualify with a 47.6 something. Just set our personal best of a 47.670. We've seen them as low as 47.4 in the 2.2K split strength of field that we did earlier tonight. The Draft Masters are sprint type races. This is going to be a 20 lap, no caution. I believe there's one set of tire. It's pretty much all out, and if you lose the draft, you're just hoping that there's the big one for the front pack so that you stand some type of chance of picking up positions. But it's good to start up front, and that's what we're going to try and do now. I think we had our best lap by getting cold tires out. If you look, I just did a practice qualifying video. Really my first time in the SRX, certainly at a super speedway in them. And so was trying various lines and garage settings and wheel settings. Was able to get down into the 6s, 670 being my best. My fastest lap was on the final test lap, which was taking it out easy like I'm doing now. No scrubbing the tires in order to have as cold a temperature possible on the tires. I've heard that that really helps with speed at the super speedways. So if you want to check that out, it's going to be on my YouTube. It's going to be the video right before this one. Trying to use all of these RPM out and hoping to cross the start finish line right around 184.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
We ran the bottom all the way around for that 670. That's what we're going to try to do now. And if I get a chance to do more testing before this week's over, the race schedule changes on Mondays, so if I have more testing, I'll try and do cold tires around the high line for the first time lap and see if that brings me a little bit more momentum and more speed. Just not really sure how the 47.4s
One more lap.
are popping, so
47.919.
that is definitely my fastest first time lap. Just gotta try and time these exits. To not let the car float out and not to have to turn the wheels too much to choke off any momentum. Pretty decent. Felt like I had to lean into it just a little too much. Not really sure if cutting this apron helps or if it throws the car off, but we try and split it right there and we'll see what that gets us.
Ticket flag.
That's our best ever. So cold tires, low line, under race conditions got us a 47.5. But we're seeing a bunch of 47.4s. Shouldn't say a bunch, at least 2. Alright, so that's a personal best. Put that in the book. So best is a 4.56. My best now is a 5.925. It helps to keep track of these things and not have to pull it up in the iRacing data. Let's get out of the car and see where the ran a race earlier tonight where I'd worked the high line all the way up into 3rd on the final lap, but it was great. I had somebody pushing on the outside line in going into turn 3, and I think they kind of pushed me a little bit through turn 4. Solid push. It was just too much momentum, and so I'm thinking that I want to have some steering offset dialed in. I was running 0.2 at the time, qualified with +2 at the time, qualified with +12. I'm going to try and race with +6, and I've also gonna do my steering wheel settings, take that back down to 7. I'll run it at 8, and we'll see. Can't think about how the last race went because it was a single file for a long time until we got to like 8 laps to go, and then started trying to get the high line working. Just didn't get a good pusher until 2 laps to go. But it's better than the first race tonight where we got collected in someone else's accident.
The estimated strength of field is 2,031. Let's take opportunities.
So at least with the races that we've had, we can see how the car performs late. Like I said, there's no cautions. So you're not pitting, you're going to run the 20 laps on original tires, and it just seemed like
1 to go, next time by. You're on the outside this time. Pit road.
the car wanted to,
now. Catch up. 6.
nose wanted to float on the exit of the turn, especially in the high line. I didn't feel like I had enough wheel to be able to turn it down, so it was a good learning experience. I think we're going to have to up our game with a paint scheme here for the SRX. Didn't realize how fun these would be on a drafting track, so. Is it just coincidence that the front row's got the same paint scheme? Also, I think I learned that we start in first gear. So I'll be trying that out. Might be a quick shift to second, but second gear seemed to really bog down. Yeah, I got plenty of RPM left even at 70.
Get ready, going green. Post car is off, time to do your job. Green, green, green.
That kind of sucked.
Car inside.
Leader decided to drop the hammer, and that's, I guess he's entitled to that.
Stay high, there's a car on the low side. Clear inside.
There were teammates with those paint schemes, so do not believe it's coincidence. We can't get somebody to work with here.
.395.
I think I'm gonna sit just a little bit higher, but I'm not gonna mess with it right now because I need to make contact with this guy and push him on the exit. Well, that was a horrible start. They knew what they were doing.
.138.
Well, this is going to be a boring race, but trying to see if I can't help this guy get forward. Two seconds behind the lead pack.
.06.
0.5 seconds behind the lead pack.
Car in P3, just set the fastest lap. 46.128.
So that's definitely the way to do the start, man. Just drop it.
.47.18. The car in P5 just set the fastest lap. 45.997. .936. New fastest lap for you. Outside. Clear high. The leader just did a 46.036, 46.899. That was your fastest lap of the session. 46.832. New fastest lap for you.
Good practice for me bump drafting, but it's like one of the cars up there might have just lost the draft. 5.8 seconds out. Car wrecking.
Thanks, man. Good work. Please go back and look. You came up to block me for whatever reason. I wasn't blocking you. Oh my gosh.
There is a car on the high side. Stay low.
Dude, I'm holding my line on the outside. What do you want me to do?
Car outside, clear high.
Oh, I don't know. Do you know that the gas pedal can be lifted off the floor? So I'm just supposed to let you cut me off the whole race? Just because you get frustrated doesn't mean you turn people. I know that that's what low-skill people do in these cars. They can't get frustrated behind the car, and they can't have the mental capacity to think maybe they can just get a run later. But, yeah, that's what you're doing. I mean, I'm not frustrated. It sounds like you're frustrated, man. I had a run. That was my run that I had.
Has taken the lead.
Sorry, you came up and didn't give me any more room. I mean, it sucks.
3, I can push you a lot better on the line.
So we've got one lone car up there if we can catch him.
47.115.
Hey, Juan, you want to check? Nice job, Juan. Way to take us out for your butt, buddy.
Well, his buddy's out, so he figured he had to wreck other people.
I was just trying to push, man.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 8 points.
I think the car in front got loose.
Closing on you. The gap is.
I'm sorry, sis. I didn't mean to do that. I thought you were going high.
Wrecking on the back.
And when you went low, I was still pushing.
I went high because you pushed me in the corner way too hard.
Yeah, and I thought you were staying up there, but so I was still pushing.
Taking the lead. Nice and smooth. You're running second.
You thought I was staying up there. Okay.
Good job, fellas. Love all the cars on the track stuff.
Wrecking in turn 4.
Got somebody 1.3 seconds back for position.
The leader is running 47.746. 47.534.
A little slower than the leader.
That's the joy of these cars. You know, if you're third in line, you can take out the leader easily.
Oh, it is the one car.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 8.5 seconds.
Oh, maybe the leader has some damage. We'll see. Went from 8.8 to 8.4.
47.488.
6 to go next time by. Definitely not how you'd expect a race like this to go. 8.3. guess it all depends whether I can maybe get some help from this guy. One. Not gonna be enough laps to do it. 6 to go.
47.538.
5 to go next time by.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 8.1 seconds.
Thank you.
.2 seconds to the car behind me.
47.476. We're in a podium position.
And that would have been 5 to go. Let's not do that again.
.535. .47.493. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 7.6 seconds. You've got 2 laps to go. The leader just did a 47.696, 47.464.
Sure these two don't decide to wreck here.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 7.3 seconds.
Alright, so I made up 1.5 seconds in the last, what, 8
White
laps?
flag this time.
Guy behind me has made up 0.3 of a second.
47.464. Braking on the back stretch. Car inside. Clear inside. Checkered flag, checkered flag. Good job, very good job.
Taking the extra couple turns because I think there were some cars still racing, one lap down, and I need all the help I can with my SR after a couple of the races earlier tonight, so
Good race, all good race.
Pit box in 10.
It was a bit hairy, but we all made it.
not really a fun race, but I definitely needed a break tonight after getting wiped out in the first one, someone else's accident, and kind of learning that these cars tend to float and push late in the run in my last one. So anyway, we'll jump out of this, we'll save the replay, and we'll go check the scorecard. Quest for 2K iRating is still intact. Lost a little, 2 races tonight, picked some up, so definitely fast lap that had been in the draft when that lead pack was pulling away from everybody. Boring race, but we'll take it. Every now and then, gotta catch a break. So, be looking at some more Draft Masters this week, and then also Xfinity B-Class fix at Homestead, and also the C-Class Makoni trucks at Homestead. Check back more videos. Be posting them soon.